The main component that really caught my eye was social entrepreneurship. To see the many businesses now implementing procedures and products associated with helpful causes and donations proves that they're not only doing the right thing but also marketing their product and even more through the collaboration of other businesses and organizations. An example, when I met Tom, the owner of Emma & Tom's Juices, for one of my entrepreneurial classes, he spoke about how his business is collaborating with Cotton On by selling $1 bottled waters at every franchise. With all profits going to a homeless charity fund, Tom stated it's not only doing the right thing, but also suggests that many businesses today are using these social products to gain a good reputation as well as marketing their brand. It was through his words that made me realise that social entrepreneurship is more than a charitable cause, but another way of doing business in today's world. Social entrepreneurship is even at my work at Jasper's Coffee. My work offers coffee beans that are classified as fair trade coffee, which is grown and picked by workers who are being paid fairly as well as having working rights they deserve. The coffee beans are a little more expensive than other coffee beans, but potential consumers know that it's coming from the right working environment. For me, coffee is coffee, but for some, many can see the aspect of having a coffee product that is more socially valuable and consumable than ordinary coffee. This showcases how consumers and customers have different tastes, perspectives, and the needs to products of the same but with slight differences. The main things I've learnt within the whole subject were to establish key connections with the right people and the right businesses. Creating and establishing a startup business can be a big risk, but knowing the right people with the right information and knowledge can help you guide your business to success. From the ecosystems that we learnt from class, as well as establishing friendships with fellow colleagues in class or even the pitch night, proved that in this day of age, it's all about communication, connections of ideas, businesses and people. Like what David Gilbert's mentioned in the Week 2 lecture, trying not to do everything yourself, to always reach out for assistance, to be a great listener, as well as leveraging everything around you, including people. David established a lot of key connections doing this, even without technology. It's made me realise that everyone has an aspect to look for. From being a CEO of a business or being an electrician or tradesman could potentially help your business grow. People like Davis and finding interesting places like Kingsington Collective from the start of Victoria's Pitch Night really highlighted what I learnt from the course, as well as the resources and the people that are there for me to start my business. The concept I would use would be the concepts that many startup businesses I saw on the pitch night were using, and that is Joseph Scapiti's innovative idea concepts. Seeing the pitches with the different types of innovation made me realise the aspects we have to take into account with the product or service we are selling. Being with a particular market or a combination of all things can determine a lot about a business, and in today's world I always see different businesses and I automatically can analyse whether they are targeting a certain market, a process type or a combination of all things put together. For example, Aquila targets their market for males by selling Italian leather-made shoes, whereas Apple targets iPhones. It's a combination of all things, needs and uses put into one, and is suitable for everyone. When I potentially start a business, I would like to know who I'm targeting before I start, who I'm promoting a certain type of product to, a certain type of consumer, or would it be suitable for everyone's needs?